Good morning, Grace Point. I'm currently driving around town, just passing the Mundelein Park and Recreation District building there, because if I want to get somewhere around town, I got to get in the driver's seat and I got to put my buckle on and I got to keep my eyes on the road, and I got to, I got to be able to drive myself if I want to get somewhere. I heard they have these cars that they're making. I don't know if they're like ready yet, but supposedly there's going to be like self-driving cars where like the car drives itself and you can sit back, and wouldn't that be nice? No responsibility whatsoever. You just got the car driving itself. You don't have to get in the driver's seat at all. It knows when to turn, and it can put on its turn signal like I have to right now as I'm turning. And it can do all that. That would be wonderful, but that's not my reality. That's not any of our reality. If you want to get somewhere, you got to get in the driver's seat and you got to make it happen. That's what makes the book of Esther so interesting, because it's a book from a long time ago, but there's no one in the driver's seat, at least not who you would expect. The book of Esther, it's a hilarious book. It's supposed to be super funny and ironic, and there's all sorts of detours that happen in it, and surprise and conflict and all that sort of stuff. But throughout the book of Esther, God never shows up. Like, all this stuff is happening that you would think is good for God's people, and yet it's like a self-driven car. It's like how is all of this happening all by itself when God isn't showing up at all? God is kind of hiding in the shadows. And so this Sunday, as we get into the book of Esther, I think we're going to see some stuff that we've never seen before. I think it's going to be a blast. But as you prepare, I want you to ask yourself, as you're reading through the book, see if you can try to read through the book of Esther at least once, and ask yourself, who is driving this thing? How is God's redemption plan moving forward? And see if you can figure out the answer to that. Is it the main character? Is it one of the side characters? Is the protagonist, the antagonist? Who exactly is making this thing happen? And that's going to prepare you well for Sunday when we get into this book and we try to answer that question. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you can make it, and I'll see you then.